What's up, everybody? Welcome to Church Guys Like Sports. We need you to tune in real quick. Come on.
Come on, all the choir here, say, I'm blessed. I'm blessed. Praise God. Come on, say it again. I'm blessed. Praise God. Come on, let's say it again from the top. Come on, Earl.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Church Guys Like Sports.
Thank you, Lord. Can I get one witness?
Y'all check out the hat, New York Mets. Where all my New York Mets fans at?
I'm blessed. Yes, sir. Thank God.
All right, what's up, everybody? What's up, Sister TT? What's up, Brother Derek? We are here for Church Guys Like Sports. We got some sports. Jeff Les, what's up, man? We got some sports to talk about. And look, Church Guys Like Sports, too. We don't just talk basketball, but listen. It is baseball season, and one of my favorite people, she gone on to be with the Lord, older mother, I believe Mother Battle. She was one of the biggest New York Met fans in the world. Biggest. I mean, she knew, she remembered the Mets from the old days, 60s, 70s and stuff. So shout out to Mother Battle. She's gone on to be with the Lord now. But if she was alive today, she would be happy at how the New York Mets are whipping on these Yankees. The Subway Series is going on now, y'all. And that is when the Mets and the Yankees play each other. And listen, I'm telling y'all, this is the year for the New York Mets. I don't know. I don't think the Yankees going to do it this year. And New York is kind of, most of New York are Yankee fans. You know, most of America. The Yankees might be the most hated team in the United States. And most times, everybody go for the Yankees. But the Mets are here. We got the best pitcher in the league, Jacob deGrom. He's an all-star. He might be the MVP. He don't lose. Every time he pitch, he win. And yesterday, you know, the Mets had a doubleheader, and they won one game and lost the other game. But then they beat the Yankees the day before, and today closes out the Subway Series. And I'm telling you, New York does no longer belong to the Yankees. New York now belongs to the Mets. The Mets are in first place. The Yankees keep losing to the Red Sox. The Yankees, I don't know about the Yankees this year, but the Mets are in first place. We looking good. I think we're going to go to the World Series. Oh, yes. And I'm telling y'all, New York now belongs to the Mets. New York, the Mets are not a laughable team anymore. We got the polar bear, they call him, Pete Alonso. He hit home runs for fun. So shout out to my New York Mets who are whipping the New York Yankees. Matter of fact, we went to the Bronx and beat them. We went to Yankee Stadium, got on a train and beat up on the Yankees. We ain't playing these games. The Mets is for real. We for real. All right. So that's baseball talk. And listen, I believe his name is Trevor Bauer. We got some more news in baseball. Trevor Bauer, who is, I believe, I don't know if he's a pitcher, whatever he is, he has been accused of raping somebody, sexually assaulting somebody. You know, when they get accused, when white folk get accused, they don't make news like when black folks get accused. because anytime a black man is accused, it's on the front page. We gonna make it front page news. Trevor Bauer, you, sir, have been accused of sexual assault. We don't know what happened. We'll find out in the coming days. But y'all remember Deshaun Watson all through the whole springtime since the football season ended. They were talking about Deshaun Watson from the football team. He said he was molesting the people that were massaging him. You see how quick that thing disappeared? That thing disappeared because all the massage therapists were lying. They were lying to get some money. That you cannot, and the reason they got upset because the man, they was massaging his body and he got a rising. And some things the man can't help. Some things ain't his fault. Depending on how they were rubbing, he got excited. And he made eye contact. See, fellas, we got to there's two times you do not make eye contact when someone's giving you a massage, and do not make eye contact when you're getting a haircut. If your barber is cutting your hair, you never make eye contact with him. That's a no-no. And never make eye contact with a massage therapist. They're going to call it sexual assault. The lady said it felt like he was undressing me with his eyes. And she felt that she was assaulted, and he had to go through all that stuff because she said he undressed her with his eyes. You can't go to jail for undressing somebody with your eyes. But now let that be a lesson. You cannot make eye contact with a masseuse. All right. The NBA Finals are set. It starts tomorrow night. The Milwaukee Bucks against the Phoenix Suns. And finally, after 16 years in the NBA, Chris Paul, CP3 himself, is going to the NBA Finals for the first time. And I hope he wins. I hope he's able to get the championship, but I don't think it's going to happen. I don't know. These Milwaukee Bucks are tough. They got that Greek freak boy, Greeky the Freak. And then they got, Middleton. The Milwaukee Bucks are a tough team. Don't forget, they beat the Brooklyn Nets. And again, I'm still looking for the Brooklyn Nets fans. They have disappeared off of the face of the earth. I don't know where they are. But the Milwaukee Bucks are a tough team. They got Middleton, Brook Lopez, Drew Holiday, and Greek Freak. And they got a good bench, Bobby Portis and them boys. All the Phoenix Suns really got is Devin Booker, Ayton, and Chris Paul. I don't know, but it's going to be a good series. I think, you know what? I'm going to go on a limb. I'm going to pick the Phoenix Suns in 6. I said it. I'm going with the Phoenix Suns in 6. That's my heart because I want Chris Paul to win. Because right now, Chris Paul got more commercials than championships. He on TV more doing commercials than he got championship rings. Chris Paul ain't never even been to the finals. This is first time in the finals ever. And I'm rooting for him because Chris Paul is a good guy. He's a little bit of an actor. He's a flopper. But I'm rooting for Chris Paul because I want to see him win. He's been in the league a long time. He's one of the pioneers. He's actually the president of the Players Association. I want to see Chris Paul win. And I want to see him win without LeBron. See, a lot of times they thought, LeBron got to put him on his team. And Chris Paul, years ago, if you could remember, he was supposed to go with the Lakers, and they blocked that trade for him going to play with Kobe Bryant. He would have definitely won a ring with Kobe Bryant. So this is Chris Paul's chance. Now, I got to say something. LeBron James is back in the news. LeBron James got eliminated in the first round of the playoffs. Ain't nobody wasn't thinking about him. And LeBron James is back in the news. Let me tell you why. LeBron James' son, Bronny James, was playing a game in Akron, Ohio, at LeBron James Arena. It's called the LeBron James Gym. It's a high school gymnasium in Akron, Ohio. And Bronny James is playing there in a tournament. LeBron is there watching. And one of the announcers made a bad comment. He said that the refs was giving Bronny James favorable calls because he was in his daddy's gym. And LeBron James gets upset and walks on the court, stops the game, and is getting ready to fight the announcer. Oh, this is on YouTube. They ain't took it down yet. Go look up on YouTube, LeBron fights announcer. He didn't fight him, but he almost did. And LeBron James, one thing we gotta recognize, he is a regular dude. He's a great father, and he is there in his kid's life. But we don't need LeBron James being he's not your ordinary father going to the game. See, I could go to my son's game and I can scream at the ref and all this stuff. I can yell and throw tantrums. They'll kick me out the gym. LeBron James got on the court, walked up to the announcer and stopped the game. And the reason LeBron got to be careful, because now all the other players are looking at your boy. They looking at your son and saying that he's getting favorable treatment. And Bronny James can ball. Bronny James, he can ball, but he ain't no baller like his dad. Not like his dad was in high school. And he's putting too much pressure on that boy. LeBron, you got to ease up. I know you a great father and you there, but you got to ease up. You got to calm that down, LeBron, because you're going to make it hard for your son. And not just once you make it, you see what happened with LeVar Ball and his son. You got to be easy, because you're going to make your son a target for referees. You're going to make your son a target for the other teammates. You're going to make your son a target for opponents. And we got to be careful, LeBron. And he ain't got no business jump. And you see, LeBron don't know what to do with his time now. He all at WNBA games. He jumping on the court at his son's game. You know why? Because he got eliminated in the playoff. He don't know what it's like to be out the playoff this early. But get used to it, LeBron, because I don't think LeBron gonna win another championship. I think LeBron James championship days are over. LeBron James ain't winning another championship. How? He's too old. He's getting too old. Anthony Davis can't stay healthy. So I don't know about that. And one more thing with the NBA, the Knicks are considering trading R.J. Barrett and some others for Damian Lillard. I don't know. I think we need to keep R.J. Barrett. I think Damian Lillard is big time. He's the truth. But I believe in the next 2 or 3 years, R.J. Barrett's going to be a superstar in this NBA. And we don't need the Knicks for too long have given up on people too soon. We need to keep R.J. Barrett, let him grow, let him get good, let him become a beast right here in New York, and then re-sign him. Damian Lillard's good. Well, I'd rather trade some other folks than R.J. Barrett, because R.J. Barrett gonna be the truth. We got to keep him. We got to keep R.J. Barrett. All right, last thing I want to talk about is how and again we are rooting for this girl, Sha'Carri Richardson, who is the fastest running girl in the world. She did her little weed thing. She took her suspension. She owned up to it. And our people, we really got to do better. Because she owned it. She owned up to it. Let me tell you what Nike did. Like Nike suspended Michael Phelps a couple of years ago for it. Nike says, since you owned it, since you took responsibility for it, we're going to still endorse you and still keep your promotions and do all that stuff for you, for the young girl. That is amazing. Because she didn't get up there and say, oh, they only doing this to me because I'm black. Weed is legal here and there and that and that and that. She knows she broke the rules. She took her punishment and took her suspension, and the people are still supporting her because she didn't do like some of us dum-dums do. Some of us saying, well, weed is legal where she was. Weed is legal in my state. She's smart enough to know that she read the list. They gave her a list of stuff that she couldn't have, and weed was on there. Marijuana was on there, and she read it and still did it and owned it. But we are the ones acting like she shouldn't have nothing to, like she did, like it's a racial thing. It is not. Maybe the different reactions could be racial, but for her being suspended, that is the rules. And she realized that she broke the rules. And I'm going to tell you something, people. Listen to me, black people. When you take accountability, people will still support you. You got to be accountable for the things you do. We can't just keep playing the blame game. We can't keep looking and saying, oh, well, it's legal there. No, it ain't about it being legal somewhere. It was the rules. Now, if we say, well, that's a stupid rule, we can deal with that. But whatever the rule was, stupid or not stupid, she broke the rule. She owned it. And because she owned it, she took the suspension right away. And guess what? She can still run in the Olympics. She can't do the 100 meter, but she can do the relay race. They are allowing her to do the relay race because of accountability. Because she owned it. How much stuff would you still have right now if you would have just said, yo, for real, that was me. That was on me. I ain't going to blame nobody else. That was me. And she ain't blaming nobody else. She said, I was going through some depression. I was going through something with my biological mom died. I was hurt, and I did something that I should not have done according to the Olympics. So I accept my suspension. While she accepting her suspension, all of us called the village, called the woke folks, all of us is running around saying, well, you know, that's racist. They should let her race. They let Michael Phelps do the research. All the stuff that happened with Michael Phelps. Look at all the endorsements he lost. Well, it's legal over where that. It ain't about it being legal. Read, people. Read. She had a list of things that she could not do. And she owned it. And because she owned it, Nike said, we're going to continue our endorsement deal with you. Thank you. This is Church Guys Like Sports. If we confess our sin, he is come on, he'll forgive us. But she owned it. Oh, well, they don't do the white folks like that. Listen. Well, they made too much. One lady got busted for steroids and she got suspended. And she got suspended, but nobody talked about it because she ain't famous. Sha'Carri Richardson is famous. She gonna make the news. And I'm gonna tell that young girl, listen, I already tagged her and I hit her up on Instagram. I said, get away from people that will allow you to do that stuff. Get with some folks that will hold you accountable. And folks, oh, it ain't fair. That's racist. They only doing it because she black. No, they doing it because it's the rules. And not everything that people are doing to you is because you're black. Some things are, but not everything. Sometimes we make bad choices. Sometimes I know we don't want to say it, but sometimes we make bad choices and we got to be held accountable for it. All right. Thank you for joining Church Guys Like Sports 2. It was great having you for these moments. Listen, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 12 noon, tune in. And tune into the radio show. We got gospel radio coming. Tune in at 2 p.m. BelieveRadio.com. BelieveBayAreaRadio.com. It'll be on my page for the greatest gospel music in the land. Peace, y'all. Remember, you can love God and love sport.